2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And in the locker room, each guy has been going over and through his own routine to get ready. But once they take the floor, they're...
Hey, Kevin.
Great stuff as always, GA. Thanks. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Anthony out there with Nurkic, and it's Ariza in at the 3 spot. And for Dallas, inside of the 4 and the 5, Porzingis and Powell. Doncic out there with Hardaway. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3. There's Nurkic putting it right back in.
Well, a big reason Nurkic impacts games is for that ability right there, staying active on the glass at both ends, converting the second chances.
And Doncic gets it to go.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Lillard outside. Over Hardaway. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
The setup's good. That's the shot they're looking for, but you can't get them all to go.
And a 5-star recruit coming out of high school, Powell had an excellent college career, yet he fell to the second round of the draft. Didn't even hear his name called as he was selected during a commercial break.
Trailblazers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. It's Ariza on the wing. Lillard up top, guarded by Hardaway, and Lillard gets it to go. And GA, even when he did arrive to the NBA, it took Powell a while to latch on.
You know, traded a couple times in his first year. He was assigned and recalled 10 times in about a month with Boston's D-League affiliate. Finally found a home in Dallas. Everything turned around from that point forward.
Here's Anthony, and he uses the glass on the layup.
And love the muscle Anthony brings to the 3 spot. Takes pride in outworking everyone when he's that deep inside.
Hardaway against McCollum. It's good on the putback.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Lillard from outside. It's rebounded by Dallas. Doncic with it. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And off to a strong start offensively. He's got a nice touch.
Dallas shooting their first free throw of the game.
And what's so impressive about Doncic, the maturity. Yes, he's polished, but he's got a completeness to his game at such a young age.
And a wide open look for McCollum. Drills the three-pointer.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Doncic looking it over. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Doncic has got 7 points in the game. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Lillard outside. Shoots over Powell. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Now in the free agent race last year, for your money, Greg, who would you have rather taken? Kawhi and PG, Kevin Durant and Kyrie.
Oof. No,
wow.
I tell you what, it's a tough call. You know, Kawhi's got a couple finals MVPs. KD's got a couple. Kyrie's got a ring. It's a tough call. I mean, PG is more than capable, man. I think it's a toss-up, partner.
I agree. Yeah, I'm going to agree with you. For Portland, they've gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first. That one goes in, and that's now 6 points for Lillard.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, that's because he's getting his number called early. I mean, he's doing his part to help carry the offensive load.
Here's Hardaway. Now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Hardaway against Lillard. Kicks it out to Ariza. Pass to Nurkic. Trailblazers moving the ball around. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And last season, Lillard doing more playmaking than prior years, a career high in assists for him.
Well, we all know that Dame can score whenever he wants to. This team is better when he's setting others up. Lillard knows that. I expect him to continue to spread the ball around.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. To the left wing. Right wing. Back to Brunson. Passes to Wright. 6 on the shot clock. Cauley Stein. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. 35 seconds left to play in the first quarter. And the pass to Trent. Lillard from outside. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for the Dallas Mavericks. Trailing by 2.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
And the basket by Lillard.
Oh, it's easy to appreciate Lillard. Fantastic at powering through the D and nailing the shots.
Here's Curry. That one falls.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Goes up at the stripe. Both teams have it going here early and still close through the first quarter. Trailblazers lead by 2. Before the game, we talked with Damian Lillard. He had this to say when asked about his...
I know that when the main guy...
He's willing to bear the brunt, and he's also looking out for others.
Great leadership. His teammates seem to rally around that, and it's why every team he's on is a difficult out.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And from Portland, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
They've gotten to the line with tremendous consistency here through the first period.
Yeah, I like the attitude they've shown coming in here. I mean, really applying pressure and trying to give this crowd nothing to cheer about.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. On the court for the Trailblazers, Collins is out there with Whiteside. Then it's Rodney Hood. Then it's Little. And it's Trent in at the 1. Little kicks to Hood. It's good from long range. Hood's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Oh, you know what it is, one play at a time. That's got to be the mindset, especially in such a tight game.
On its way from Curry for 2. Dallas again missing. And DeLon Wright gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Trailblazers leading by 3. Down low. Out to Hood. The 3. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
Now, look, you see how many players are expanding their range? Well, add Hood's name to that increasing list.
Here's Brunson. No points in the game yet for him. Cauley Stein's shot is good.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Collins passes to Trent. Hood with it. The 3. Cauley Stein grabs the board. And Brunson has it in the corner. Right outside. Curry looking around. Dishes to Cauley Stein. No good. So the Trailblazers will take it the other way. The feed to Hood. He made that one. Basket number 3 for him. He's also missed 2.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Brunson, good. Brunson's got his first points of the game.
You got to love the decision-making from Willie Cauley-Stein. I mean, aware he must keep improving as a passer.
Collins passes to Trent. Back to Collins. Hood for 3. Whiteside. And Whiteside stays right with it. Whiteside's got the lead up to 6 now for the Trailblazers.
He makes so many hustle plays, and here he's working the offensive glass for the tip-in.
Now Brunson. Outside for Curry. And a miss there on the triple.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Shot by Collins, no good.
And that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
No, I'm always surprised when it doesn't happen. I'm sure these two will have a good laugh about it later.
Right, the pass to Kleba. It's good.
I like that pick play. I mean, you can see how easily it makes it for him to get to the cup.
Trailblazers leading by 4. Outside Hood. Pass to Collins. Kicks to Hood. Back to Collins. Pass to Trent. From deep. They get the rebound. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Trailblazers lead by 6.
What hustle on display. Encouraging to see Hood working hard to keep plays alive on the glass.
Cauley-Stein against Whiteside. Back to Cauley-Stein. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Here's Brunson. And it's blocked by Whiteside.
Oh, no. Remember, Whiteside has had 10-plus blocks in a single game. A true swatting machine.
A tremendous mobile 1 block that we had to see again. Great send back.
And he's all over that shot. Has it read the whole way and gets the position he needs to make a play.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Porzingis comes in for Cauley-Stein. And Dorian Finney-Smith subbed in for Jalen Brunson. Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Dwight Powell's checked in for Maxi Kleba. Hardaway comes in for Curry. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Wright. Hardaway finds Powell. Here's Finney-Smith. And here is Doncic. He's covered by Whiteside. And it's Doncic missing. And it's Ariza with the ball for the Trailblazers. They lead by 6, their biggest margin. And Whiteside stays right with it.
Yeah, if you're Whiteside, that's how you do it. You come out, you bust your tail, you compete at a high level.
And stolen by Lillard. And here's McCollum. Now here's Lillard. Here's Ariza. Trains it from 9 feet away. And now it's a 10-point Portland lead.
That's just the product of good pass work. I mean, nice team basketball right there.
Hardaway kicks to Doncic. And Whiteside sends it back. They recover it. And so it's Portland. Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each and he doesn't get talked about that much, but Yusuf Nurkic, big part of it. Thanks for joining.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. You have to like what we've seen so far from Damian Lillard.
Well, he left his mark on that first half with his quick hands. Great sense of timing to pile up the steals.
Yeah, he's busting his tail, making his presence known. A great job defensively so far.
Inside of the 4 and the 5, Porzingis and Powell. Tim Hardaway Jr. out there with Doncic. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3, the small forward. So that's who Rick Carlisle starts the second half with. And here's McCollum for 3. Powell pulls it in. Powell's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Anthony against Hardaway. He feeds it to Powell. Yes, and it's Hardaway picking up the assist. Well, the superstar players always get the headlines, but you need more great role players, it seems, as you look at the history of champions, to win. So that being said, Greg, what kind of role players do you look for?
You know, Kevin, it starts on your best player, and I think you go from there. Obviously, in today's game, spot-up shooting is critically important, and then you got to factor in versatility. You need guys that can guard multiple positions, that give you some rim protection, but obviously that can also shoot the basketball. And I think it's critical having that instant offense guy coming off the bench as well to when your team's in a bit of a funk, somebody you can trust to kind of light a fire.
Good point. Damian Lillard's checked in for Whiteside. Anthony kicks to Nurkic. Anthony, the pass to Lillard. From outside, off the mark. Mavericks trail by 6. Feeds to Hardaway. Passes it to Porzingis. Hardaway against Anthony. Porzingis passes to Hardaway. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Really unacceptable letting Porzingis get that kind of positioning. Once he's established, it's over.
Out to Anthony. Back to Ariza. Over in the corner, Lillard. Trailblazers keep it alive. Fires for 3. Bangs home the trifecta. Lillard's got 13.
An 0 for 3 start to the first half is finally behind them. I mean, now maybe they can get something rolling.
Back to Powell. Outside, Porzingis. Back to Powell. Pocket 6. Rebound by Nurkic. Trailblazers leading by 7. Reeves it dishes to Lillard. You know, he rips it and jams it right over Porzingis. Wow!
It's easy to forget about Lillard's hops. I mean, this guy has some sick dunks up his sleeve.
On the wing, Doncic. Yes, and it's Hardaway picking up the assist. Hardaway has got his 4th assist in this one.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
And it was interesting how the Dallas franchise sold its fans on Doncic. Ownership told them, think of a 6'7" Steve Nash. Isn't quite the shooter Steve was, but is only a teenager. Great vision. Boy, he can really pass it. And it turns out Doncic is all of that and more.
Lillard outside. Anthony left side. For 3. And there's Lillard. That's good on the assist by Anthony. Lillard's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the 3rd for Portland. And even Nash himself called Doncic a dream prospect.
Yeah, he said Luka was big and mobile enough in the modern game, can guard multiple positions, has a skill set, a winning mentality, and those leadership qualities. Steve Nash sounding like a future GM.
And battling hard on the glass, they hold the advantage here so far. You're not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Powell. And Curry subbed in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Nice move. Hood for 3. It's rebounded by Dallas.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
That one's in there, and the Portland lead is cut down to just 6 points on the bucket from Curry.
Just a super unselfish guy. Doncic is all for getting his guys going. Enjoys setting the table.
And a wide open look for Hood. Drops in the tray. Hood's got 13 points.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
Doncic kicks to Hardaway. In the corner, it's Kleber. Now the pass to Doncic. And they're running. Hood with it, and Curry picks him up defensively. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Kleber, good work defensively by Anthony.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Count that one. Lillard's got the lead up to 11 now for Portland.
Some players might wear down during this kind of run. He's only getting strong.
Doncic against Lillard. Doncic kicks to Porzingis. In the corner, Hardaway with it. Back to Doncic. Here's Porzingis. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so it's the Portland Trail Blazers. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. Looking good at this point, but... And as we head into the 4th, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. And here's Lillard. He brings it up for Portland. They lead by 11, the largest margin of the game. On the floor for Portland, they've got Whiteside. Little out there with Anthony. Then it's Damian Lillard. And it's Trent in at the shooting guard position.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Greg, when you played for the Knicks, I always heard that Charles Oakley would cook for the players. Is that true?
Absolutely. Oak was very particular about his food. And I got to tell you, he knows his way around the kitchen. And to be honest, I would never tell him otherwise.
Well, what was his special?
Whatever he made, it was special. It wouldn't matter.
Good work there as it goes.
So long, Whiteside can go over or around defenders. Nice touch, too.
Outside Curry. Off target with his 3. Trailblazers leading by 14. Pass to Lillard. Launches a 3. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Here's Cauley Stein.
Wow, at 7 feet tall, Cauley Stein is a major threat to throw it down. If he gets the ball close to the rim, the D is pretty much toast.
Trent passes to Whiteside. Lillard against Doncic. And it's Whiteside. That time on the assist by Lillard. Whiteside's got 4 this quarter.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they're pouring it on right here. Trying to give the opposition no light at the end of the tunnel.
And some changes here for the Mavericks. Dwight Powell's checked in for Willie Cauley-Stein. Porzingis comes in for Maxi Kleber. And Dorian Finney-Smith subbed in for Tim Hardaway Jr. McCollum's checked in for Portland. Back to Lillard. Shoots from the line. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. And we're about 2 minutes into the 4th quarter now. Here's Finney-Smith. Ariza covering. Finney-Smith passes to Powell. That shot off. Good work defensively by Whiteside. Lillard against Porzingis. Lillard dishes to Whiteside. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Lillard's got 3 assists in the game. Mavericks trail by 16. Doncic with it. Finney-Smith kicks to Curry. Pass to Powell. Dallas moving it around. 4 on the shot clock. Good work defensively by Whiteside. Powell against Lillard. The feed to Whiteside. Outside Anthony. Passes it to McCollum. Whiteside kicks to McCollum. And 2 free throws coming up on it. And so the coach's challenge here comes into play. The coach protesting the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving. And how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Well, consistency is what comes to mind when I think of McCollum. I mean, especially offensively, where he scores in bunches.
Curry on the wing. He's guarded by McCollum. Curry passes to Powell. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for Portland.
The key here, guys, was second chance points.
And they pounded the offensive glass and won the scrambles for loose balls, giving them plenty of added opportunity.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Damian Lillard.
They needed someone to do the heavy lifting tonight, and he was their man, scoring every way he knows how.
Inside. Powell down low. Working on Nurkic. Curry passes to Finney-Smith. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. And a new group getting ready for Dallas. Marjanovic checked in for Porzingis. Jackson comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. DeLon Wright, he's checked in for Seth Curry. And Barea subbed in for Luka Doncic. Back to Lillard. He feeds it to Nurkic. Count the basket.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
That's the dagger. You could tell they wanted that one. I know that seals the deal.
Right, the pass to Barea. Looking to end the run, and the layup is good.
Oh, forget about three-pointers. Give me a look from right in tight. I'll take it all day long.
And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for the Portland Trail Blazers. A rebound by Marjanovic. Right side. Sinks that one from the post.
The timing couldn't have been better on that assist.
And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fan.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And the starting lineups have concluded. So, hi everyone, time to get into it. NBA GA. It's
Good evening, Kevin.
what a story, David. Thank you. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Trevor Ariza out there with Anthony, and it's Nurkic in at the 5. And for Los Angeles, they've got Morris. Paul George is out there with Patrick Beverley. Then it's Ivica Zubac, and it's Leonard in at the 3. Now here's Lillard. Plenty of experience, Greg, on the floor tonight. How does that shape what we're about to see, do you think?
You know, Kevin, this is one of those games where guys are going to be smart out on the floor. They're going to be in the right positions to make plays. And honestly, this could come down to who makes the bigger, tougher shots.
Here's Lillard. That's in there. Anthony with the assist.
What strength from Lillard, just not allowing the defense to have the last word.
To the paint. And goaltending is going to be the call. So they get the basket there anyway.
That's a very close call. I'm sure he thinks it's a clean block, but looks like it was on the way down.
To the middle. Nurkic kicks to Lillard. Fires from deep. Sinks the three-pointer. Lillard's got 5 points so far.
Awesome form on the triple. Lillard with textbook technique.
And so the ball out of bounds. McCollum touched it last.
And he jumped out to that ball immediately. Great reaction on that deflection.
A little bit late there, but you tried to get into your opponent's head. Force them to go somewhere else with the ball, and he did that. Meeting right at the rim, he typically converts in those situations. Not this time.
Leonard with the steal. Zubac with it. Now guarded by Nurkic. Here's Beverley. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Trailblazers have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for them to start off this game. Portland moving the ball around. And that one's good. Lillard.
A lot of enthusiasm to the start of this game. So far, a perfect 4 for 4.
Zubac finds Beverley. Back to Zubac. And the dunk by Zubac.
Every organization needs team-first guys like Patrick Beverley. That's a terrific pass.
Lillard, the pass to Carmelo. Lillard outside. Back to Anthony. Out to the right wing. That 3 off the mark.
After 4 straight makes, couldn't quite get that one to go down. Still a terrific start.
Poke loose. Trailblazers have gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. Cullen passes to Nurkic. Anthony looking it over. Back to McCollum. The pass to Nurkic. Kicks it out to Ariza. Shot clock at 2. Lets it fly. Anthony's shot is off.
High percentage look for him. But bottom line, they're not all going to go down.
And last year showed that there's still a place in the NBA for a guy like Melo. Mostly a mid-range shooter in the league that has turned away from that. But buckets are buckets, and Melo can still light it up.
Nurkic, the pass to Carmelo. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
I'm not sure what happened on that play. May have relaxed a little bit once he got to the rim.
Oh, fellas, that was vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one. Well, Carmelo Anthony was out of the NBA for about a year, calendar-wise. Greg, were you surprised it took him so long to get a look and get back in the NBA?
Kevin, I wasn't shocked, but absolutely I was surprised. I mean, it was always going to take the right fit for Melo and the right team. And in this case, it was the Blazers. But Melo showed he has legs left in the league and can still be a positive.
Talented, driven. He puts constant pressure on your defense.
Zubac against Lillard, trying to end the drought. It's hauled in by Zubac. Clippers have gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first. George against Ariza. A chance at a 2-for-1 if they want it.
If I'm them, I try it.
Anthony down low, defended by Beverly. Shots good by Anthony.
And love the muscle Anthony brings to the 3 spot. Takes pride in outworking everyone when he's that deep inside.
And how's that for a one-man show? Put this fella on Broadway.
The most magnificent alley-oop we could have seen. Doubled by McCollum. Leonard on the wing. Nurkic with the block. Anthony against Morris. Lillard with no one around. And the 3 off target. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. Here's George. Good D by Ariza. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Portland out in front, up 3. We'll be back shortly live from Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles.
Old school basketball. You know.
Now, pound for pound, Greg, Beverly may be the most physical player in the league.
And he also gets in your head. It's a combination that allows him to get stops against guys as big as Kevin Durant.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And looking at what we've seen so far from the Trailblazers guys, what do you think?
I love their effort, contesting shots, trying to intimidate here early on.
And you can see it's already having an impact. It can cause shooters to think twice.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. On the court right now for the Trailblazers. Whiteside is out there with Collins. Then it's Little. Then it's Rodney Hood. And it's Trent in at the point guard position. Dishes it to Hood. To the inside. It's stolen by Green. And stolen by Whiteside. He feeds it to Collins. Hood for 3. Rebound by the Clippers.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
That's 2 really unproductive trips in a row ending in turnover.
And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Green left side. Missed inside.
Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
You know what he did? He timed it well and did a good job of contesting without committing the foul.
Collins with it. Now Green defending. Just 5 on the clock. Portland needs to get off a shot. Whiteside, good.
When he gets the ball in that close with Whiteside's length, I don't know how you stop him.
Harrell down low. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Over Little. And that misses everything. Trailblazers leading by 5.
Well, you know, teams look for +6s. Players whose wingspans exceed their height by a half foot. Montrezl Harrell is a 6'7" player with a 7'4" wingspan. If you're struggling with the math, ladies and gentlemen, that's a +9.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, good evening. The Clippers were picked by many to win the title last year. Now, they didn't get it done, but Kawhi Leonard is not concerned. He said, "We've just got to keep getting better. Keep fighting. It's about the right team peaking at the right time." Guys are hoping this season their talent and their fight will win out. Back to you.
We will see. Good stuff, DA. Thanks. And between his length and his athleticism, Montrezl Harrell well suited for that role of small ball center, Greg, in today's NBA.
Yeah, I mean, he's fearless. Even giving up a few pounds, a few inches, he'll go right at you and making steady improvements as a rebounder year over year.
And it's Whiteside off the drive.
Whiteside with ferocity. Defense, where are you?
Jackson. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
The Clippers shooting their first free throws of the game.
And look back a season ago. They did a solid job at the line, about 79% of their free throws.
Here's what the Clippers are going with right now. Morris is checked in for Harold. Leonard comes in for Green. And George is subbed in for Lou Williams. Now here's McCollum. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Kicks it out to Ariza. And Damian Lillard with the bucket on the assist by Ariza. Lillard's got the lead up to 11 now for the Trailblazers. And so it's Morris with it. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. Here's McCollum. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. And the Trailblazers lead by 13.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
The basket counts and 1. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a 3-point play. Zubac is checked in for Los Angeles. Patrick Beverly comes in for Reggie Jackson. The Clippers have converted 1 of 2 free throws so far today.
NBA champion, Finals MVP, Kawhi has done a lot in a short time.
1:11 left in the first half. Count it. Leonard's got 5 points in the quarter.
Allowing any room to operate, you know he's going to be aggressive.
George against Lillard. Ariza, right side. Portland moving the ball around. And it's Damian Lillard with the 3. Lillard's got 12 points in the game.
And part of what makes Dame special, he can pour it in working off the ball. Rare to see a point guard who finds points without the rock in their hands. Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
The problem is your opponent is making big plays as well. I'll be curious to see the response.
Out to the right wing. Stolen by Beverly. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Morris finds George. Up and in on the layup.
Yeah, they've gotten into a nice flow this quarter.
Trailblazers leading by 7. Ariza up top. Lillard has the open look. Here's Nurkic. Second shot opportunity. And that one off the back of the rim and in. 14 points for him.
Spacing and ball movement. We hear coaches talk about those 2 elements all the time.
He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one. And the teams are going to have to wait before heading to the locker room. All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the 3rd quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everyone. Damian Lillard has been having a big night. He had 14 points, 2 rebounds, and that.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. You have to like what we've seen so far from Damian Lillard.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
He's been very effective on the move, forcing the action, getting to his spots, and finishing plays.
Marcus Morris is out there with Ivica Zubac. Then it's Paul George. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Beverly in at the point. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. The putback, great positioning on the putback. And the Trailblazers lead by 7.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Zubac kicks to Beverly. Nurkic with the block. Here's McCollum. That one falls coming off Anthony's feet. McCollum's got his 2nd basket of the game. Greg, which team do you think has the toughest offense to stop in the NBA?
You know, in their heyday with the Warriors, no doubt about it. Now, though, things are changing a little bit. It's a tough one to say. The Bucks seem to be amazing with what they're doing with Giannis. The Rockets with that 1-2 punch of Harden and Westbrook is incredible. And don't sleep on the Lakers or the Clippers, partner. Right now, there's a few of them out there that I would lose a lot of sleep over trying to prepare to play against.
Yeah, I'm glad you included the two LA teams. Harrell, who's checked in for Zubas.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Also, if you can't get stops at this point, it really doesn't matter what you do at the offensive end.
Here's what the Clippers are going with right now. JaMychal Green, he's checked in for Morris. Landry Shamet comes in for George. And Reggie Jackson subbed in for Patrick Beverly. Lou Williams is checked in for Kawhi Leonard. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Collins is checked in. Shamet finds Green. Outside for Jackson. Back to Green. Outside Williams. And the rejection by Collins. To the paint. Here's Trent. Some solid defense there from Jackson.
Get that weak stuff out of here. That's embarrassing.
After a promising rookie campaign, a lost year for Zach Collins, he played only 3 games before the injury took away the rest of his season.
Yeah, I mean, a strange year and a lost year for Collins. You could say that about the whole NBA for that regard. But Collins is underrated as a prospect outside of Portland. This team loves the energy and skill he brings, though, to the table.
Liking how Rodney Hood seeks contact on his shot, demonstrating once again that he's not going to back down from anyone.
This is his first free throw of the game. Both free throws good from Hood. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Jackson passes to Harrell. Jackson down low to the left side wing. Right side Green. And the rejection by Collins. Pass to Trent. Outside Hood. Here's Trent, guarded by Jackson. Trent passes to Whiteside. Trent, the tip in on the offensive rebound. And the Trailblazers lead by 11.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball. It's Jackson with the drive. And they pick up 2.
The way he glides around the court doesn't look like Jackson is moving as fast as he really is.
Here's Trent, guarded by Jackson. Pass to Hood. On deep. The Trailblazers with a new shot clock.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Williams kicks to Green. Portland grabs the miss. Whiteside's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Unselfish play by Hood. Could take it himself, but finds the open man.
To the wing on the left. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Takes the 3. No good on that one. The Clippers go the other way with it. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. Here's Green. Hassan Whiteside grabs the miss.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
And you've seen they've made numerous attempts to try to get him going. Shows how valuable he is to this offense.
Here's Collins. Back to Whiteside. 4 on the clock. And a wide open look for Hood. Offensive rebound. Whiteside kicks to Little. Hood for 3. Tips it up. And Whiteside stays right with it. Whiteside's got 4 points in the quarter.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Here's Green. Collins with some nice D. And so it's Portland. Their lead at 15 going into the break. Their strategy has been clear tonight. Work the ball inside, get shots in the paint, and now they are scoring with ease. We'll return shortly. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
This is why you preach teamwork. Some of the most spectacular plays are the ones where guys are feeding off one another.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. On the floor for Portland. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Whiteside is out there with Anthony, and it's Nurkic in at the center filling out the middle.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Leonard gets in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
One of the more physical wings in the league. Kawhi gets smacked there, but not to be denied.
Inside, Nurkic dishes to Whiteside. McCollum outside. Lillard from outside. And another 3 for Portland.
Adding to this lead, he's been dependable and consistent at the offensive end.
George from deep three-point land, and he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
And Nurkic gets it to go.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Beverly the pass to Zubac. Beverly against Lillard, and it's Beverly missing. Portland leading by 21. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. To the wing right side. Lillard from outside. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. McCollum's got 3 assists in the game. The Clippers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. And Leonard has it in the corner. And he drops it in from the low post.
And this team's struggles are not his fault. He's putting in work at the offensive end.
Pass to Nurkic. Anthony on the wing, defended by George. Three-pointer, Lillard. And the Trailblazers, another 3.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowed.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Greg, who would you choose as the best defenders of the NBA pick and roll?
That is a tough one. This will surprise some people. Nikola Jokic is one of the better big men defending the pick and roll, in part because of his instincts. You know, he doesn't impress me in terms of his physical attributes, but his mind, the ability to anticipate, having a sense of how perimeter players play the game. He's a guy that's terrific. I'll give you an oldie but goodie in Andre Iguodala. He's still terrific. And I pick bigger guys because you've got to be able to switch that and guard smaller players. And, you know, at the center and the swing position, those are 2 guys that still are very reliable.
You know, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Free throw good for Morris.
And a guy who's bounced around the league a little. Surprising, given that Morris is a solid shooter and a pretty good defender and rebounder.
Trailblazers leading by 23. And there's the pass to Trent. Lillard scanning the floor. Pass to Nurkic. 6 to shoot. Back to Lillard. For the 3. Nurkic can't hit. For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. And he gets the bucket.
Excellent concentration from Paul George, overwhelming the aggressive defense with his strength and determination.
And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Now here's Lillard. Some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Nurkic kicks to Anthony. Over Morris. And it's the Clippers with the rebound.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Trailblazers.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Lillard.
High-level shot making, what we got a chance to witness. He responded to good defense with better offense time and time again.
Lou Williams, so crafty, GA, just a knack for putting the ball in the basket.
This guy just has the gift. I mean, it's been that way forever. He is just a born scorer.
You look at the trajectory of Williams' career. Second-round pick, started slow, but his game has aged like a fine wine.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. Here's Simons. Back to Hood. Pass to Simons. And here's Hood. Collins passes to Hood. Here's Swanigan. Patterson defending. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Here's Mann. Hazonia defending. Here's Zubats. Lays it up and banks it in.
I mean, that's a good job working the ball inside and getting a quality shot.
And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up. Now for Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David. Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us on 2K Sports. Hey, Dave.
Kevin, thanks. Star players move around more than ever, it seems, but guys...
He stays working and stays true. David, thank you. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Anthony out there with Nurkic, and it's Ariza in at the 3 slot. And for Brooklyn, Durant plays the 4 with Allen at center. Then there's Karis LeVert. Then it's Kyrie Irving, and it's Dinwiddie in at the 2 spot. Terrific talented backcourts tonight. Greg, did it ever add anything for you playing across another top-level guard?
Listen, it raises the stakes, no doubt about it. You always want the opportunity to play against the best because you want to see where you stand. But in the end, even when you know a guy's better than you, and you're going to have that be the case a lot of nights, you still know that you will have an ability to impact the outcome when it comes to winning. And that's where you have to keep your focus.
Well, you got to do much more than that to slow Allen. I mean, this guy is long and athletic, capable of converting through contact.
Anthony dishes to Nurkic. Lillard outside. That's good from 17 feet away.
And he can score from all over the court. But Lillard at his best from mid-range. He deserves extra special attention from the defense in that in-between area. But sometimes, even then, that's not enough.
Excellent vision by Durant out there. What a nice pass.
And Jared Allen, the big man out of Texas, a big part of his impact is how well he moves as a center. Very long and covers a ton of ground on both ends.
The drive by Nurkic. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. Nurkic has got his 2nd bucket of the game to go. Outside, KD. And so the ball out of bounds. McCollum touched it last. And with Allen, the amount of floor he can cover with a few steps is staggering.
And, Kevin, it lets him take away chances and opportunities on D. On the other end, 1 step to the hoop, and he's completely relocated as a target. One of the best moving bigs in our league. And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. I mean, much better off making him go to the line. Already a very confident player. Knocking down those free throws only fuels that.
Now, here's Lillard. Back to Anthony. Shot clock at 6.
And for someone who spends most of his time on the perimeter, Lillard's a terrific finisher inside. His moves to the basket aren't tentative. They are strong.
Ariza against LeVert. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
And a long windup and strong follow-through on the one-hand jam.
Yeah, he's not going to mess that one up.
I certainly hope not.
Now here's Anthony. Lillard with no one around. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. LeVert the pass to Dinwiddie. Allen outside. Durant in the corner. Puts up a 3. Up again. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Offensively, it's been a perfect quarter for him. He hasn't missed a single shot.
Lillard fires away from way outside. An absolute bomb from three-point range.
He's looking confident right from the opening tip.
Allen kicks to KD. There's 1:40 left to play here in the first. Back to Irving. The pass to Durant. At the elbow, it's Allen. And then Allen slams it in.
That's one of the areas he's really improved. Durant's passing abilities have grown as his years in the league have grown.
Lillard outside. And another 3 for Portland.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
And so it's Durant with it. He'll bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. Dinwiddie dishes to Allen. Great D that time from Nurkic. Portland's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. McCollum gets to Ariza. Here's Nurkic. Score it. His third straight basket in 3 tries.
And such a polished player near the basket. Nurkic feels comfortable taking those in-close shots.
Irving passes to Allen. Finds the open look, and it's on target. Allen's got 12 points in the game.
Somebody came to play tonight. 6 out of his first 7.
Three-pointer, Lillard, and the Trailblazers, another 3.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Dinwiddie. Carmelo Anthony grabs the board. A second chance effort. Outside for Durant. Down low. Here's Allen. And the layup's good off the glass. 14 points for him.
Only 1 miss in his first 8 attempts. Coming out of the gate strong.
Lillard from outside. That one is good again. He's 6 for 8 from the floor with the basket.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And you know what? It's all about the long distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
Punch, counter punch. Impressive offensive production early on.
Hey, guys, this is going to be fun now. I mean, we've got ourselves a shootout on tap here.
And so it's Damian Lillard making things happen for the Portland Trailblazers. They kept going to him again and again, and he delivered with a monster.
How can we be the best version of ourselves individually every day?
Well, Durant may not be the in-your-face type of player, Greg, but he gets the message across for sure.
He's not going to yell at you. He's going to show you how it's done and expect that you're as committed to winning as he is.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And for Portland, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Just stretching out the floor in that first. They had the defense scrambling.
And you know what? That's what happens when you establish your three-point game early. Puts the defense right up against it.
Inside, we got Prince and Jordan. Irving is out there with Luwawu, and it's Harris in at the 3, the small forward. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn.
And without a doubt, Taurean Prince comes in looking for his shot. At times, however, he can have tunnel vision.
You know, Greg, it's funny you say that because I like to think of it more as selective seeing, and he wants to see the basket more than he sees his teammates. But that's not all bad for a guy like Prince. I mean, you know, some teams actually need a player who's aggressively looking to score at all times. And I think ultimately, though, it'll limit his usage if he can't become a better distributor of the ball as well.
Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss.
Trailblazers moving the ball around. Pass to Little. Back to Lillard. Takes a 3. Unable to get that one. And it's the Nets taking it the other way.
And after that great first quarter from three-point range, he has finally come back to earth.
Harris drives in, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. And Joe Harris, the lethal shooter, he can also be a threat in the pick-and-roll game.
Yeah, Harris does a great job reading what a defense is giving. He's more than just a catch-and-shoot type of player. Harris can hit shots on the move and isn't afraid to go at defenders.
Good checked in for Portland. Knocks down the 3-ball. Hood's got his first 3 points of the game.
Gets the shot he wants. The defense wasn't quite connected enough. They lost contact.
Two minutes now played in the second quarter. Pass to Trent. Hood deciding where to go with it. To the middle. Shot clock at 5. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
Not sure what he was thinking about with that pass. Just sailed it right out of bounds.
Nets trail by 3. Left side, Irving. On the wing, Irving. Back to Harris. Jordan inside. He's covered by Whiteside, and there's the call on DeAndre Jordan. That's his first foul. And the Nets making a change here. Dinwiddie's checked in, and a switch here also for Portland. McCollum's checked in for Little. And a wide open look for McCollum. The offensive rebound. Whiteside dishes to McCollum. 6 to shoot. And a wide open look for Hood. Brooklyn with the rebound.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Brooklyn making some changes. Kevin Durant comes in for Joe Harris. And Karis LeVert subbed in for Luwawu Cabarrot. Jordan with it. Now Anthony defending. Whiteside against LeVert. Rebounded by Anthony.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
McCollum kicks to Hood. And it's off from three-point range. Nets trail by 3. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Nets will retain possession.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
Jared Allen's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. And a switch here also for Portland. Nurkic is checked in.
And, you know, games like this really boost Allen's confidence. I mean, and that feeds on itself. He'll become more aggressive moving forward as a result.
Hood for 3. Another shot. McCollum outside from downtown. Portland again missing.
Well, just cannot buy a bucket, guys. And tell you what, that's a painful quarter for him, and it's painful for me to watch, too.
Allen, that's good.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Tips it, and staying with the play, Allen. Allen's got 6 points in the quarter.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Yeah, tit for tat on the glass. Just one more aspect of what's been a very closely contested ball game here.
McCollum outside. Hood for 3. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. McCollum's got 3 assists now in this one. Here's Prince. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Well, once they recognized the advantage they had inside, it made a lot of sense just to continue to attack that area.
Outside Hood. Dinwiddie with the steal. In transition, here come the Nets. A nice shot by LeVert. LeVert's got the lead up to 4 now for the Nets.
And LeVert knows exactly where to go in transition. Incredibly quick in the open floor.
Outside Anthony. McCollum deciding where to go with it. Hood for 3. That one, no good. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Nets out in front, up by 4. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Carmelo, first half in the books. What do you need to focus?
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back. It was Jared Allen who got hot in the first. He had 20 points, 4 rebounds, and 1 block. Well, we know. And that.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Jared Allen with a strong contribution so far in this one.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
Yeah, you know what? I think he's doing exactly what he has to do. Using his body, shaking off contact, and then finishing at the rim.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. On the floor for Portland, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Anthony is out there with Trevor Ariza, and it's Nurkic in at the center, filling out the middle.
Yeah, the easy hoop assisted by Allen that time. He's developed a nice passing game.
Out to Anthony. Lillard from outside. That's in there. Anthony with the assist. Lillard's got 21. Greg, you've always said to have a winning team, you need franchise players. Talk about the specific qualities you look for in those superstars that can catapult a team to greatness.
It's a great question, Kevin. Talent really isn't enough. You know, whether you lead vocally or by example, the agenda has to be winning, and your best players really define who your team is going to be. So the franchise caliber player is a much needed asset.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, thanks. Since the Nets acquired Kyrie Irving and Kevin Durant, the franchise has gone from being an up-and-comer to a potential powerhouse in the East. That's necessitated changes on the bench and on the court. The Nets have added some new veterans. The time is now for Brooklyn to stand up and make its move in the East. Kevin, back to you.
Well, we'll see how they do. David, thank you. LeVert kicks to Irving. Down low. And Durant gets it to go. The assist by Irving. KD's got 10 points.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
And I say, hey, if it keeps working, go to it. Stay with it. I mean, until the defense responds and provides more resistance, keep making them pay.
Lillard outside. Back to McCollum. Stolen by LeVert. Got a piece of it. They're running. It'll go, and the Nets lead is cut to just 1 on the basket from Nurkic. Nurkic has got 4 points this quarter. Irving passes to Allen. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got 4 assists in the game.
Well, you can be the judge of if it's fair or not, but Kyrie Irving has earned himself the reputation of being moody, to say the least.
Yeah, and you know, sometimes that sword cuts both ways. Sometimes it's the player, sometimes it's the media, and the media's perception. It's the combination of the two. Clearly, Kyrie can sometimes go off on tangents and come from left field in interviews. I mean, he's not the only player, present or past, that's been guilty of that. One thing you can't deny, though, is this guy loves the game. And it's a matter of continuing to mature and grow as a leader. So I say give him more time, and he'll refine himself in that area.
Lillard misses.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Outside, Kevin Durant. Dinwiddie dishes to KD. Just 5 to shoot. Baseline jumper, and it's Brooklyn scoring again.
Boy, if you allow Durant that look, he's going to punish you. I mean, it's that simple.
We've got 1:13 left to play here in the third. Lillard up top. Dinwiddie covering. And Lillard gets to Ariza. McCollum against Irving. And Durant sends it back.
Boy, that'll get everybody on the bench fired up. They love to see KD playing some D like that.
And that was another look at the aggressive D that led to the mobile 1 block.
And they're determined to add to the lead, not with more offense, but with big-time D.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Jared Allen. Joe Harris comes in for Karis LeVert. And Luwawu subbed in for Dinwiddie. Here's KD. The putback. Great positioning on the putback. Jordan's got the lead up to 9 now for the Nets.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
Here's Trent. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Really left alone that time. Lillard's got a pair of threes now here in the third for the Trailblazers.
And we've seen Lillard hit that shot before. He has no fear when it comes to the deep three.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Here's Irving. The feed now to Jordan. Irving passes to Jordan. Here's Luwawu. Floats one up, and he lays it up and in. And the Nets lead by 8.
You know, big guys like Jordan who can facilitate are really valuable. Spots the open man and gets it right to him.
And so it's Brooklyn in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. We've got more in store for you right after this. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. Inside, we got Prince and Jordan. Luwawu is out there with Irving, and it's Harris in at the 3. So that's the Nets 5. And he gets it to go.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Collins finds Hood, and that's collected by DeAndre Jordan. Jordan's got rebound number 5 here tonight. And the rejection by Collins. And now Portland on the break. Here's Whiteside. Here's Hood. And that one is off. And it's the Nets taking it the other way.
He's been ice cold tonight. And, you know, you look at the scoreboard, guys, they really could have used his contributions.
To the right side. We played just over 1 minute here in the 4th quarter. Nets leading by 8. Prince, the pass to Luwawu. Kicks it out to Prince. To the inside. Jordan dishes to Prince. Out in his own on the break. Here's Trent. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to be on Kyrie Irving. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Brooklyn?
Anytime you get as many points in the paint as they have, you know you've got a good thing going, and you just want to keep it going.
They do, and you also see a lot of points have come off the dribble penetration. They've been aggressive on the bounce at attacking the defense.
Dinwiddie's checked in for the Nets. Anthony's checked in for the Trailblazers. Collum comes in for Rodney Hood.
And Whiteside takes great pride in rejecting shots. Outstanding at getting his arms up and denying shooters.
And the first one drops. Jared Allen's checked in for the Nets. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Portland. Reza comes in for Little. And Harris drops them both. Trailblazers trail by 8. Trent passes to Nurkic. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Here's McCollum. Lays it up off the glass. McCollum's got his first basket.
I mean, call him a combo guard to whatever. McCollum is a scorer first and foremost, and when he puts it on the deck, young fella is going to the hoop.
And now Portland on the break. McCollum with the ball. Brooklyn with the rebound. They've led by as much as 10. Allen drives in to the paint. Jordan drops in the layup for 2. And the Nets lead by 8.
Outstanding distribution there. I mean, what impressive passing ability.
McCollum against Irving. A 3 ball. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
How about the fearlessness of McCollum? Doesn't shy away from taking or making the big shots.
On the wing, Irving. He's guarded by McCollum. Irving passes to Allen. Yep, that one goes in there. Allen's got 24.
Irving doing a nice job there being creative and efficient with that beautiful assist.
Nurkic kicks to Anthony. Back to Nurkic. Ariza passes to Nurkic. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist.
And the swag Nurkic plays with, it's infectious. He doesn't back down from taking a big shot.
Taken away by Anthony. And now Portland on the break. Here's Trent. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
Some changes for Brooklyn. Durant's checked in for DeAndre Jordan, and it's LeVert in for Harris. Lillard's checked in for Portland.
And now you're in a great position thanks to those clutch free throws. 1 possession game now.
And Damian Lillard pulls it down. And it's Ariza with the ball for the Portland Trail Blazers. It's a 3-point game. Got that one up quick.
And I love seeing Anthony come up with big plays in these moments because his team is dependent on him to score, especially when the game is tight. Boy, you need a confident player to get you a big bucket, and that's exactly who Irving is and what he does.
Inside. Here's Trent. Dinwiddie covering. Lillard attacking. Count it! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
Somebody's really lit the fuse for Damian Lillard.
52 seconds left here in the 4th quarter. Here's Irving. It drops.
Kyrie Irving has simply caught fire.
There's 47 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Money! And that shot brings them to within just 1.
This is what happens when you allow Carmelo Anthony to heat up.
Guys are not going to be in any rush on this possession.
Not with the lead. Now's the time to burn some clock.
Durant attacking. It counts.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
Kicks it out to Lillard. LeVert against Ariza. And Lillard gets double-teamed. Fires top of the key. Offensive rebound. There's Nurkic putting it right back in.
And just a massive player. Nurkic's combination of size and strength helps him on that offensive glass.
Here's Durant. Off target from the baseline. Now a timeout called by Portland. They're down by 1. 1 second left in the 4th quarter. Is what you take.
They've got enough time left to get a good look. It's got to be quick, but it doesn't have to be a heat. He can still catch, turn, and shoot. They've got 1 shot at it here, obviously. It's a make-or-break situation.
And now, let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Jared Allen.
And, Kevin, it's a no-brainer. He's controlled every aspect of this game, and it's just so fun to see a player perform at a level.
David, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And coming to you today from... We are...
Kevin, thank you.
Indeed. Something special, David. Thanks. Now we'll look at Dallas's starting lineup. Inside of the 4 and the 5, Porzingis and Powell. Doncic out there with Hardaway. And it's Finney-Smith in at the small forward. And for the Trailblazers, pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Trevor Ariza out there with Anthony, and it's Nurkic in at the center position. And the dunk by Porzingis.
You know, at 7'3", yes, he can dunk, but with that athleticism and his sense for the dramatic and his flair, look out, folks, he can be special.
And last year, Dallas gave Porzingis the contract he was looking for to the tune of $158 million.
And Greg, credit the Dallas organization for believing in Kristaps Porzingis' talent, and now credit Porzingis, because you have to share shot attempts and usage with Luka Doncic. What has he done? He's concentrated on better rebounding, better rim protecting. This guy is all in on winning, and what a combination these two guys can be.
Here's Lillard. Tim Hardaway making his last shot.
You won't find too many players with a better understanding of the pick and roll than Lillard. He runs that set to a T.
Now here is Hardaway. Nurkic with the block. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. Lillard with the ball. The Mavericks have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Out to Doncic. Knocks it loose. Nurkic with the steal. And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. Dishes it to Lillard. It's McCollum on the wing. 5 on the clock. Portland needs to get off a shot. And they'll turn it over. Did not get off a shot. 24-second violation. A fantastic mobile 1 block. This one deserves another look.
Some intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be there all night long.
Now, here's Doncic. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. The Trailblazers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Ariza outside. Passes it to Nurkic. And finished off by Nurkic.
And you can't allow Nurkic to get that kind of position. When you do, he is going to rattle that rim.
And they take the lead.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
Some nice passing here by Dallas. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Tim Hardaway picks one up.
You know, averaging over a half-dozen free throw attempts a game for his career. I mean, Melo's so skilled at getting to the free throw line.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks.
You can tell when he steps to the line the kind of confidence he has in himself. It's written all over his body language.
Paulie Stein finds Curry. Will it go? And it's Hassan Whiteside with the rebound.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
And that one's good, Anthony. Well, it seems like every year, Greg, we see some incredible new players come to the NBA, and they are welcome with open arms. Their style of play is so terrific.
No doubt about it. You know, guys like Ja Morant, I think he's got a chance to be one of the greats. And any list about the future of the NBA has to include Luka Doncic. I don't know if there's a better basketball talent than that young man. And let's not forget about Devin Booker out in Phoenix as well. Terrific play.
3 terrific kids, you're right. And it's good, 2 points.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Well, if you continue to execute at both ends, you can build on this lead.
Now here's Curry, still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Kleber inside, covered by Anthony. Kleber with the bucket.
How about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Pass to Little. It's Carmelo Anthony on the wing. It's rebounded by Dallas.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Curry, good.
That is a Seth Curry shot. He has the in-between floater game that every guard in the NBA must have.
Stripped it away. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Kleber, the pass to Curry. It's stolen by Little. Out in his own on the break. Here's Trent. Rips down the breakaway slam.
And we talk about court awareness. There, McCollum doing a beautiful job spotting the open man.
Here's Cauley Stein, and it's blocked by Whiteside. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. Anthony leading the charge. It's deflected. And so it's Portland with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're pounding the ball in. And before the game, we talked to Damian Lillard. You know, Greg, he is still
I don't fear nobody. And, you know.
And if Lillard's proved anything to us, Greg, in his career, you know he loves a challenge.
One of the premier big shot makers in this game. I don't know if there's anyone you'd rather give the ball to in crunch time.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And taking a look at the Trailblazers' performance here, boys. What do you think they're doing or not doing?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Boy, it's been a really pretty thing to watch, executing their game plan to perfection.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. On the floor right now for the Mavericks, Willie Cauley-Stein is out there with Maxi Kleber. Then it's DeJuan Wright. Then there's Seth Curry. And it's Brunson in at the point. Now here's Little. Here's Collins. Makes it off the glass. Collins has got the lead up to 10 now for Portland.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Kleber with it. He's picked up by Whiteside. Kleber, the pass to Cauley-Stein. And the rejection by Collins. And Lillard kicks to Little. Offensive rebound.
And that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the tip-in.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it? Now here's Wright. Chalk up 2 there.
Well, DeJuan Wright proving that he is more than capable of finishing with contact. That is well done.
And Doris, as if it were destiny, Kleber grew up in the same hometown as Mavs legend Dirk Nowitzki.
And this is a fun and extraordinary story to tell, because in 2017, Kleber texted with Nowitzki before signing with Dallas. But though they come from the same town, they didn't know each other until they became teammates. That's extraordinary. What you appreciate about DeJuan Wright is he knows his role, and he's willing to star in his role. And the other part about it is he's been committed to his own development.
Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. Risa comes in for Little, and the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Dwight Powell's checked in for Willie Cauley-Stein. Porzingis comes in for Maxi Kleber. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Curry, and Doncic is subbed in for Jalen Brunson. Here's Porzingis, following the score by Rodney Hood. Doncic passes to Porzingis. And here we go, Ariza heading to the hoop. Here's Lillard, finished off the break. And now it's a 12-point Trailblazer lead.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
Back to Powell. Dallas moving it around. Doncic passes to Powell. Doncic outside. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
What I love about Luka Doncic is how much fun he has playing the game. Shots like that, the flair just demonstrate it.
Now, here's Lillard. He's got 8. Back to Hood. It's Ariza on the wing. And Lillard gets to Ariza. 6 on the shot clock. To the inside. And Lillard gets it to go. Lillard's got 6 points in the quarter.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Outside, Porzingis. Ariza against Wright. The pass to Powell. And the rejection by Collins.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
And a wide open look for Hood. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. And so Doncic will bring it up for the Mavericks. 11-point game. Count that bucket. Wright's got 6 points.
Well, a tough first quarter for this guy. You like to see the shot go in. Nicely done.
Knocked loose. Collins dishes to Lillard. No one near him. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Powell, the pass to Doncic. From deep 3-point range, he can't get that one. And it's Portland the other way. And here comes Ariza, leading the fast break. And Ariza with the stuff.
Love the athleticism from Trevor Ariza. This guy's so dependable as a fast break finisher.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Lillard, and he banks in the layup. He's got 14.
And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively, turning it into easy points.
And Damian Lillard with the jam.
Almost unstoppable on the drive. Lillard's talent for ball handling, letting him just cut through the defense.
Here's Porzingis, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. Dallas shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. That free throw good from Porzingis. So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2.
And every year it seems to me Kristaps Porzingis willing to take on more and more responsibility. There is a process to becoming a better leader, and Kristaps Porzingis is right in the middle of it.
The Trailblazers have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. He throw good, Damian Lillard.
Wearing the number 0 for a reason. Damian Lillard has it on his back for his city, Oakland. Just the latest star from the...
Thank you, David, and we'll be back after halftime as the 3rd quarter gets underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K Sports. Damian Lillard has been having a big night. He ended up with 19 points and 1 rebound. And that's a...
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Really an incredible game from Lillard.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You know, as a coach, you can preach good shot selection, but it's up to the players to execute, and this guy has done just that.
The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Anthony, and it's Ariza in at the 3 side. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
That one good for 2. And looking back at what was a stellar career, Greg, if there was one thing you could have done different, do you have anything on your mind?
You know, I would have loved to have had the opportunity to finish my career in New York. That was a special place, a special time. Unfortunately, that didn't transpire, but that's the one thing that stands out. That and obviously not winning a championship.
I can understand both of those.
Yes.
Kicks it out to Lillard. Clock at 6. Back to Nurkic. To the middle. And Damian Lillard with the bucket on the assist by Nurkic. Lillard's got 21.
No excuse giving Lillard that kind of positioning. That's just too easy.
Porzingis banked in off the glass.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And, boy, that's a terrific start right there.
Lillard with the bucket.
Wow, what a start. 3 for 3. Terrific play calling. Everything clicking out of the gates here.
Porzingis passes to Finney-Smith. Porzingis can't hit. Trailblazers leading by 22. Lillard outside. And the foul called on Tim Hardaway Jr. And that'll be his third foul so far. The Trailblazers making a switch here. Little's checked in. Dallas also making some changes. Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Porzingis. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Luka Doncic. Out to Anthony. Lillard with no one around. It's rebounded by Brunson.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
Hardaway with it. He's picked up by Little, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
When you watch Hardaway shoot, one thing that stands out, he has a very quick release.
And, Greg, that's what makes the jumper very tough to contest, especially when he's dialing it up from range. You have to stay connected to this guy defensively. It's not easy to do with the other weapons on this team.
Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Seth Curry comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Anthony trying to get open. Whiteside, good. Whiteside's got 4 this quarter.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Hardaway finds Cauley-Stein. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Dallas again missing.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Anthony dishes to Whiteside, and there's the foul. It's on Jalen Brunson. That is his first foul of the game. Rodney Hood's checked in for Little. The Mavericks also with a sub. Doncic is checked in. Anthony, a good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Anthony's got 6.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Outside Hardaway. Back to Doncic. In the corner, it's Kleber. Dallas needs to get off a shot. And Kleber slams it in.
That's what he gives you, a big-time presence on the glass.
And you know what, Greg? Once he gets his hands on it, he's not even thinking about kicking it out.
No reason to do so there. He was going to leave, no doubt. Boy, he was wide open. You wonder, did he overthink it? That's a missed opportunity.
Cauley-Stein against Whiteside. The shot by Cauley-Stein, no good.
He's so frustrated. Hasn't had a make all game. It's making it very difficult for them to find any success.
Here's Whiteside. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. He has 6.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Now Kleber. No good on the 3.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Anthony, and it's Anthony with the jam.
The speed of Carmelo Anthony can catch you off guard. You know, you don't expect it from a player his size.
Kleber, the pass to Cauley-Stein. And down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
Ooh, I guess he didn't appreciate getting scored on that last trip.
I guess not. He threw it down right on top of him. Doncic passes to Curry. He dishes it to Hardaway. And so it's the Portland Trail Blazers ahead by 26 points as we get ready for the... How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the two-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or two when he needs to.
Well, having multiple playmakers on the floor makes you a much tougher team to defend.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. On the floor for Dallas starting the 4th quarter here. Jackson is the 3 and Porzingis at the 4. White is out there with J.J. Barea, and it's Marjanovic in at center.
Well, this speaks to the feel that Kristaps Porzingis has for the game of basketball. If you're open, he'll find you.
Hood, the pass to Hazanya. From past the arc. Hood can't get it to go.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
Jackson deciding where to go with it. And Marjanovic with the slam.
Well, that possession to me highlights the importance of creating for your teammates.
Down low, Whiteside kicks to Hazanya. Outside Hood, there's the triple, and the 3-ball is good.
Quick trigger from Rodney Hood. He takes no time getting the shot off after the catch.
A little over a minute of the 4th quarter gone right now. Here's Barea, and Whiteside sends it back. And now Portland on the break. Pass to Simons. Back to Whiteside. It's stolen by Marjanovic. Here's Wright, and Wright throws it down hard.
Well, you can see in transition, it's DeLon Wright's speed that makes defenders nervous. This guy able to get in transition so quickly.
Good for 3. Mavericks with the rebound. Jackson kicks to Marjanovic. Pass to Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Nice there, getting the reverse. Love that. And the fans got a little bit of a show there.
Guys, that one definitely had a little something extra on it. Whiteside and foul on the shot. And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the officials.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Dallas making a switch here. Powell, he's checked in for Marjanovic. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Justin Jackson. Seth Curry, he's checked in for Wright. And Luka Doncic subbed in for J.J. Barea. Doncic against Lillard. Nurkic finds Lillard. Portland moving the ball around. Back to Nurkic. To the paint. Doncic with the steal.
Oh, that's a tough pass to make there. He had a very narrow gap to squeeze it through and just couldn't get it done.
The shot by Powell, no good. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That's his first foul.
You know what? You've got to always be in control of your emotions.
Lillard, the pass to Trent. Lillard outside. From deep. Whiteside. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Yeah, and the presence of Whiteside in the paint, really unreal. He is a dominant figure down low. Great work to grab that second chance opportunity.
Doncic dishes to Powell. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on Yusuf Nurkic.
And born and raised in Toronto, Powell is part of a growing legion of NBA players who hail from up north.
We the North. How about upon arriving in Dallas, he became the 5th Canadian to suit up just for the Dallas Mavs organization alone. So college and NBA scouts spending more time there now. What a beautiful country with plenty of basketball talent.
Finney Smith passes to Powell. Curry looking around. 5 to shoot. Pass to Finney Smith. On the wing, Doncic. From the corner. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Portland leading by 21.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for Portland.
Looking at both these teams, they're great rebounders, and on any given night, you might not know who would have the advantage on the board.
They made the most of those extra rebounds as well, Kevin.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Damian Lillard.
He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. Kleba, no good.
Boy, in that close, he's almost automatic, but boy, that's pretty good defense. Wow.
Hood finds Collins. Portland with a new 14. It's good on the putback.
Convincing lead with very little time remaining, and the fans are pumped.
Well, they're getting ready to celebrate, no doubt. They know it's theirs to lose at this point.
And it's good for 2.
What a high percentage look for DeLon Wright. What an opportunity, and he finishes.
Back to Hood. There's the pass to Hazanya. Hood with it, guarded by Wright. Hood gets the bucket.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
Yeah, playing with great energy and great effort. And as a coach, you'd love to see this from your team every single night.
And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. It was a tale of 2 teams tonight, one that
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Coming right up. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for this NBA DA.
Well, the ceremony was...
Thank you, DA. Here are the 5 for the Clippers. Ivica Zubac is out there with Marcus Morris. Then it's Patrick Beverley. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's George in at the shooting guard. And for the Trailblazers, pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Anthony. And it's Ariza in at the 3.
Well, Paul George concentrating through the contact and making sure he had a shooting window open. And Marcus Morris has raised some eyebrows in the last couple of years, just being a much more efficient scorer.
Here's Lillard, and Damian Lillard with the jam.
Gives the team such a great element, having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense.
And last season, Marcus Morris is named one of the hottest on the trade market.
Yeah, there's a lot going on in Marcus Morris's offseason a year ago. A lot of contenders looking to add him to the roster. Handshake deal with the Spurs, switch to the Knicks, and then eventually traded to the Clippers. So grab your musical chair and try to find a seat.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
Beverly dishes to Morris, and there it is for him.
Well, if you're open, Patrick Beverley is going to do his best to get you the ball.
Lillard against Beverly. Out to Anthony. Back to Nurkic. Stolen by Zubac. Up the floor. Here's Morris. That shot off the mark. Now the Trailblazers take it the other way. Anthony, the pass to Lillard. There's the 3. Kawhi Leonard with the rebound. Clippers have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Morris finds Beverly, and he lays it straight in.
That's a pretty impressive finish for Montrezl Harrell.
The Trailblazers have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Outside Anthony. Passes to Nurkic. It's hauled in by Zubac. The Clippers have gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Yeah, I didn't think there was a pass available there for Paul George, but he spots that small crease, he fires the ball through it, and he gets it to his open man.
Ariza passes to Nurkic. Good on the shot. You know, Greg, you probably know as well as anyone, what was it like going up against the Bulls in the 90s?
You know, it's weird to say, but in a lot of ways, we were a lot like they were. Hall of Fame talent at the coach, a defensive-minded team, but the one difference was, you know, the Bulls had that guy that wore that number 23. I think I'd say that might have been the one difference.
And Lillard kicks to McCollum. Nurkic up top. Back to McCollum. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. And that one is good.
280 pounds. I think Nurkic is well within his means to score past contact.
Lillard against Beverly. A beautiful reverse layup.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Nurkic, the pass to Anthony. Back to Nurkic. That one falls coming off Anthony's feet. Nurkic has got 6. Clippers leading by 4. Beverly with the ball. Hangs in the air. Uses the glass to finish the layup. He's got 6.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
And Lillard kicks to Anthony. Back to Lillard. Down low. Kicks it out to McCollum. Fires from 14. And the Trailblazers getting another bucket right there.
Just so good at rising, firing, and dismantling defenses.
George looking over the floor. The pass to Zubac. Outside Leonard. Zubac in the post. Working on Nurkic. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. So Portland ends up going with the new group. Trailblazers trail by 4. Pass to Hood. Here's Trent. And it's Little atop the key. Pass to Trent. It's stolen by Green. And again, the turnover by the Clippers.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
9 seconds left to play in the first. Trent passes to Collins. 3-pointer. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. The scoring fast and furious as we end the first. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And guys, what's your take on the Clippers so far?
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
Yeah, couldn't ask for a better one right now. Just a complete rhythm by all the guys who got some minutes. Wonderful start.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. So for the Clippers right now, we've got Williams. Green is out there with Montrezl Harrell. Then there's Reggie Jackson. And it's Shamet in at the 3, the small forward. Left side, Hood passes it to Trent. Left side, Collins. He dishes it to Hood. From deep 3-point range. That's no good. Misses his first shot of the night. The Clippers in the lead. Williams attacking. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
He's so good at driving to the rim. Even though he's a little bit older, Williams still with great speed, change of pace, and picks the right angle.
Little dishes to Hood. And they call an illegal screen here.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
Yeah, everybody saw that one. That was pretty blatant there.
And Rodney Hood, not a big name player, Bones, but he's earned a ton of minutes wherever he's played over the course of his career.
A lot of people just really...
What a jam!
You knew something good was coming, Kevin, right? That's a little something extra from Montrezl.
Here's Trent, guarded by Jackson. Right side, takes the assist and lays it in. Pick out the pass nicely.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Williams passes to Harrell. Now, here's Shamet. Right side, Green. That's tipped. Green draws the double. Hood kicks to Collins. Hood on the wing. Little dishes to Whiteside. Over Harrell. Not as good in the Los Angeles Leagues. Cut down to just 2 points with the bucket from Hassan Whiteside.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
And the wide open shot from Green. And it's Portland with the rebound. Here's Trent. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Yeah, Hood does a good job there of surveying the floor and being ready to deliver the pass.
Shamet the pass to Green. Right side, Williams. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. Whiteside dishes to Collins. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
The pass to Trent. Hood deciding where to go with it. To the middle. Here's Whiteside. And, yep, that's going to be... And, folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. They're double-checking, and the game continues on.
And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. They trail by 1. George against McCollum. And that one's good. George has got his second bucket.
Yeah, Paul George anticipating contact, preparing for it. And just how smooth the finish was that, Kevin.
Lillard finds Anthony. Portland moving the ball around. Puts it up from 17. Score the basket. His fourth. He's only missed 1 of his 5 shots tonight.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
And George, here we go. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Good D by McCollum. For Portland, they've gotten all but 1 of their 7 shots in the second quarter to drop. Pretty impressive. Lillard, the pass to Carmelo. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Melo has to be in position for plays like that. That time, perfect position.
Here's George. Zubac trying to break loose. George, no good. Portland leading by 3. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Leonard with the steal. Now the Clippers moving it up. Here's Morris. And Morris throws it down.
And the thing about Morris, doesn't have the big vertical, but tenacious once he gets around the rim.
For Portland, they've gotten nearly everything to fall for them here in the second quarter. They're a great 7 of 8 from the floor. Right side, good.
Excellent assist there. Just led him to the perfect spot.
Outside, George to the inside with 1 on the clock, and it's blocked by Whiteside.
Well, those...
Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome. The first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. They only had a couple of rough stretches as the first... And that's a...
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Hassan Whiteside really making a difference here.
In those first 2 quarters, he was pretty much an automatic bucket getter if he got it down low on the block.
Yeah, we'll see if the double teams start to come here in the second half to make them adjust offensively. But he's going to keep going at it.
The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Anthony is out there with Trevor Ariza, and it's Nurkic in at the center position. So that's who Terry Stotts starts the second half with.
And when he's aggressive, watch out. Morris finishing through the contact, now going to the line to try and add 1 more.
If you go step in a time machine, what would you like and dislike about playing in this era at this time?
Well, no doubt about the tempo and the spacing. I think that more than anything allows for the true skill and artistry of the game to be on display. I probably wouldn't want to get switched onto Embiid down low. I would probably dislike that and let it be known vociferously.
But I always pictured you as being fearless, like you would never turn down that kind of challenge.
I wouldn't turn it down publicly.
The shot by Lillard, wide open. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. McCollum's got 5 assists in the game. Everly with the ball. Now Anthony defending and stolen by Ariza. And now running up the court, Lillard pushing it up. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
The 2013 draft comes up, and the 10th pick is announced as C.J. McCollum out of Lehigh. And a lot of people said, who is this guy? Not a lot of people say that now.
And the Trailblazers making a change here. Little's checked in, and Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Harrell, he's checked in for Zubac. JaMychal Green comes in for Morris. Lou Williams is checked in for George. And Reggie Jackson subbed in for Patrick Beverly.
And in a player empowerment era, no greater power move than Kawhi Leonard's last year. Fresh off a Finals MVP with the Raptors, he signed with his hometown Clippers and compelled a trade for Paul George.
Think about that 14-month run where Kawhi Leonard made his way to Toronto, a team that was on the cusp for many seasons. Goes there, wins the MVP and the championship for the Raptors, and then ends up in his hometown of Los Angeles to try to do the same for the Clippers. Now that's getting it done and writing your own story.
Wow, 5 straight buckets coming out of half. They are rolling.
Inside, here's Harrell. It doesn't go for him. Great D that time from Nurkic.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
That one goes. Count it. And now it's a 12-point Portland lead.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Floats it up for Williams. And again, the Clippers turn it over.
Now, I'm all for the crowd interacting with the players, but not so much the players interacting with the crowd. That one, errant pass.
So both teams making some changes here. Lillard, the pass to Nurkic. Kicks it out to Lillard. But they recover it. And it's Shamet with the rebound. Clippers trail by 12. He feeds it to Williams. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Williams has got 6 points.
The defense so concerned with Shamet and his shot-making ability, he makes the play that time.
Pass to Nurkic. Lillard against Jackson. Lillard, the pass to Nurkic. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Here is Williams. He's got 6. To the paint. Harrell down low. He's guarded by Nurkic. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call for the Trailblazers. Whiteside's checked in for Zach Collins. And Trevor Ariza subbed in for Hood. The Clippers also making some changes. Morris is checked in for Kawhi Leonard. And it's Paul George in for Jackson. And it's Williams with the ball for the Los Angeles Clippers. A 12-point game. Los Angeles making a switch here. Beverly's checked in. And it's blocked by Whiteside. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Clippers will retain possession. Zubac is checked in for Harrell. Here's George. Beverly finds Zubac. And it's Beverly missing.
I'm not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
Trent passes to Whiteside. And Damian Lillard with the bucket on the assist by Whiteside. Lillard's got the lead up to 14 now for Portland. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Real close, and I'm sure next time you might time that a little bit better and get a hand on it.
Morris inside. Get on Nurkic. And the dunk by Zubac.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Whiteside kicks to Lillard. Back to Whiteside. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
Lillard against Beverly. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Beverly's got 8 points.
The strength from Patrick Beverley is impressive. Takes the punishment. I don't think he minds it one bit and still converts.
And so it's Damian Lillard making things happen for Portland. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Taking a look at Los Angeles. Beverley and Shamet in the backcourt together. Paul George is out there with Marcus Morris. And it's Zubats in at the center, locking down the middle. McCollum outside. And there's a whistle. That goes on Landry Shamet. That is his first foul of the game. Outside Anthony. Pass to Whiteside. It's hauled in by Zubats.
That's the only kind of defense that's going to cut the mustard here tonight. You got to stay on top of a guy like that who can play at such a high level offensively. And
the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Whiteside. Leonard, he's checked in for the Clippers. And out of bounds as the Trailblazers gain possession. McCollum against Beverley. Now the feed to Whiteside. Passes it to Trent. Got a piece of it. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. Clippers trail by 12. 60 seconds off the clock here in the fourth. And George kicks to Zubats. Back to George. Lays it up and banks it in.
Well, he knows how to score, and he does just that. Don't let Paul George fool you. He can finish inside.
And Portland turns it over again. For Los Angeles, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. And George with the stuff.
Yeah, Paul George, look out. Hammers that one home.
Trailblazers leading by 8. Anthony in the corner. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
Beverley the pass to Zubats. And it's Beverley missing. And for Portland, their shooting has been sensational. 75% for the game. And the shot goes in. I know you appreciate this, Greg. So much of defense now is closing out on the three-point shooting and then protecting the rim. Consequently, pull-up jump shooters are super valuable. And there are a lot of good ones in the NBA right now.
No doubt about it. And Kevin, you know, you think about a few guys. James Harden. I mean, he shoots that step-back three, but he's a guy that, because of his ability to utilize your inability to defend that three-pointer. Kyrie, Dame Lillard, those are some guys. Chris Paul still as good as anybody in that mid-range area. C.J. McCollum. These are guys that have really feasted and carved out a nice niche for themselves in the NBA because of that ability to take and make jump shots.
Man, I love that list. You're right on.
And the versatility of Paul George's game, elite defense and rebounding, steals and deflections.
And you think about Paul George moving to several teams, yet still having the impact on both ends of the floor. I think that is a telltale sign that you have an elite talent in Paul George.
And he commits the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Here's Harrell. Morris outside. Back to Harrell. Outside for George. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Charity stripe shot. The shot by Williams, no good.
Well, that mid-range, Jay, usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
To the middle. Here's Harrell. And he makes the 8-footer.
He's going to keep coming and coming. Montrezl Harrell, relentless.
Now McCollum on the pass to Whiteside. That falls. Nice feed that time for McCollum.
A one-man show offensively, and that's almost always good news for his team.
Morris dishes to Harrell, and Whiteside sends it back. McCollum deciding where to go with it. Wants to get it back to Whiteside and down.
Just a great alley-oop there. Teammates connecting. Whiteside with the jam. The D wants no part of that.
Feeds it to Leonard. Lays it up off the glass.
That's a defensive breakdown. You can't let him get that deep.
Yeah, how do you let him get a lounge chair down there and be comfortable in the paint like that?
1:12 left in the fourth. Lillard, right side. Ariza outside. Lillard outside. Portland with a new 14. And here's Anthony from the arc. And that one's good, Lillard.
And these are the types of games where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight, it will be a win by a large margin for the Trailblazers.
The blocking really turned things into their favor this time.
Great timing, anticipation. They got the blocks, and that definitely changed the momentum of this game.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Hassan Whiteside.
I just loved his defense. He took pride in swatting away a bunch of shots tonight and made his impact felt.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Lillard from outside hits the three-point bomb. And the Trailblazers lead by 15.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight.
With the shot. And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight, folks. And the player introductions are wrapped up. The starting... Hi, everyone. Greetings from 2K Sports. Get GA.
Kevin, thanks.
Thanks, David. Here are the starters for Brooklyn. Durant plays the 4 with Allen at center. Then there's Irving. Then there's Karis LeVert. And it's Dinwiddie in at the 2 guard. And for Portland, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Anthony out there with Trevor Ariza. And it's Nurkic in at the 5 down low.
Mr. Everything. Durant can score it, pass it, do what you want to do. He can defend at a high level. So fun watching him play.
Now here's Ariza. Kicks it out to Lillard. Back to Nurkic. Ariza outside. Shot clock at 6. Lillard left side. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Well, when you see the hard-working mentality of Nurkic, I mean, love how assertive he is on the offensive boards.
LeVert finds Dinwiddie. To the inside. McCollum against Allen. LeVert in the corner. And that one is stuffed right through.
Textbook feed from Allen, a big man who helps facilitate the offense.
McCollum deciding where to go with it. Nurkic kicks it out to McCollum. From the arc. Good on the triple.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple. And Jusuf Nurkic, missing a whole calendar year not too long ago, was still involved with the team during that stretch and was a fixture on their bench.
Yeah, shout out to my boy Nurkic. Hey, bro, he had some wild shirts on the sideline. I couldn't even watch the game. He was over there dizzying cats up. But I know you were doing your thing, but he would use clothing to call out other players, teams, and commentators. Nurkic doesn't mince words, and I'm glad he's back and playing.
Now, here's Lillard. Pulls up. They get it back. There's Nurkic putting it right back in.
Playing with such physicality on the offensive glass. I mean, Nurkic awesome at slamming misses in.
LeVert with it. Now defended by McCollum. Durant, the pass to Allen. Here's Ariza. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up.
And the way Ariza uses his length to get to the basket is just sensational. Just tirelessly attacking around.
On the wing, Irving. Can they get it? And it's good on the way in.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Nobody near Lillard. Drills it from outside.
The outside shot of Lillard is pure. I mean, he always seems to have the look that's going in.
Dinwiddie passes to Allen. Dinwiddie surveying the floor. Banked in off the glass.
He's got some pep in his step tonight. I wonder what he had to eat last night. I mean, very solid first quarter for him at the offensive end.
Three-pointer, Lillard. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
You want no part of that when Durant gets speed going at the rim. Stepping in the way is a fast track to ending up on the poster.
Three-pointer, Lillard. And it's Lillard again missing.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
Irving's shot is good.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, that's because he's getting his number called early. I mean, he's doing his part to help carry the offensive load.
Now here's Lillard. 6 points for him. Shoots the 3. Allen with the rebound.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Outside, KD. Down low. To the paint. Here's Allen. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
Three-pointer, Lillard. Trailblazers keep it alive. Pass to Ariza. Lillard scanning the floor. Lets it go from deep. It's not going to go for him. The Nets have gone 7 of 9 from the field. A really nice start offensively for them. And finished off by KD.
Are you kidding me with that pass? Okay, Kyrie. That one made my day.
And here's Lillard. He brings it up for the Portland Trail Blazers. They trail by 1. Beyond the arc. A rebound by the Nets. Allen's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
You really got to hit Allen if you want to stop him. Just so long and strong from there.
And so, both teams trading buckets as we end the first quarter. Brooklyn ahead, ending the first quarter on a 14-6 run. We'll get things started in the... And it seems like players are constantly changing teams.
As a team, as a unit, as a roster.
Greg Dinwiddie, one of those players who seems to adapt to any situation.
I mean, he's versatile, total team player, will do whatever is asked of him. He's really emerged after being picked in the 2nd round a few years ago.
And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And from Brooklyn guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
Oh, yeah. Love the ball movement so far. Everything clicking at the offensive end.
In a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the 2nd quarter of basketball. So for Brooklyn now, inside we got Prince and Jordan. Luwawu is out there with Irving, and it's Harris in at the 3.
Amongst the best hitting the offensive glass. Whiteside can pile up those second-chance points.
Irving's shot is good. Greg, as a young player, one of your mentors was Patrick Ewing. How valuable was that to have that kind of guy tutoring you, mentoring you as you were just getting in the NBA?
I tell you, he was the consummate professional and really an incredible leader by example. This guy spent infinite amount of hours in the gym in the offseason honing his craft. First on the floor, last to leave it throughout his professional career. And that's something he had in common with all the truly greats who've ever played the game.
It's his first trip to the line. First free throw is good. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Little can't hit.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Hood for 3. It's hauled in by DeAndre Jordan.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
And a bounce-back season for Whiteside. Got the minutes he wanted with Portland and showed he could still be an impact player.
Yes, he showed he's still a monster when it comes to blocks and rebounds. This year will be the most telling with Whiteside. Got a new deal. I want to see if he keeps pushing himself or reverts to lazy play.
Pass to Irving. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Well, Irving came into this league as a terrific three-point shooter, and I think he's only getting better with age if he can.
The Nets shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one. Both free throws good from Kyrie Irving. Trailblazers trail by 3. Out to the wing. Outside Collins. Here's Hood. Whiteside trying to break free. And Hood the bucket on the assist by Collins.
Hard to shake Hood's focus. When he's determined, he accepts whatever the defense throws out.
Prince outside. He feeds it to Harris. Hassan Whiteside grabs the miss.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
That's just great defense, forcing this man into a difficult attempt.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
Here's Luwawu. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Okay, listen, you got to body him up when he's in the paint. If you play off of him, then that's just 2 easy points.
Left side Collins. And a wide open look for Hood. And it's Hood again missing.
He's disappeared this quarter. He can't get anything to drop. That's not going to help him get out of the hole.
On the wing, Harris. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. The pass to Llewellyn. Just 5 on the clock. Harris passes to Jordan. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers.
My goodness, how about that miss? I mean, that's 2 easy points that they've just given away.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
And didn't have a single free throw in that first quarter, but he started to play with a little bit more of an edge to his game here in the second.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Nurkic checked in for Whiteside. Carmelo Anthony comes in for Zach Collins. C.J. McCollum, he's checked in for Rodney Hood. And it's Damian Lillard in for Little. Outside Anthony. Lillard from outside. That one falls coming off Anthony's feet. Lillard's got 9.
Just focusing on the task at hand. That's all you can do.
Oh, you know what it is. One play at a time. That's got to be the mindset, especially in such a tight game.
LeVert finds Allen. Dinwiddie outside. Back to Allen. Tipped away. Out to Harris. Goes back up. Great D that time from Nurkic. Portland's gotten into trouble with the 3-ball in the second quarter. Only hitting 1 of 5 attempts.
Wow, speed of Lillard. So masterful at making decisions in the fast break situations.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
They get it again. No good. They had a chance to end the run there. Here's Anthony. Makes it off the glass. And now a 6-point Portland lead.
And what unselfish play from Lillard. This guy has no problem giving it up, especially when his teammate's wide open.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Trailblazers lead by 4. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David. Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime, so we'll be back in just a bit.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fans. The first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. Their biggest advantage of the period was 7. And
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. One guy who's getting it done is Lillard.
Yeah, he's just been raining down on them from deep here. Talk about dialed in.
Oh, man, what a tremendous first half. Okay, obviously he's feeling the flow, and he's looking to keep it going.
Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Anthony is out there with Nurkic, and it's Ariza in at the 3 slot. That's the group on the floor for Portland.
Well, you look at the career that Dame Lillard has had so far. Taken 6th in the 2012 draft out of Weber State, a small school, but this guy became a franchise player immediately for the Blazers.
Allen trying to break free, and it's LeVert missing.
A fantastic effort on D to get up in his face and deny the layup.
Here's Lillard. A putback, and another shot. Kicks it out to Ariza. Trailblazers moving the ball around. And it's Lillard missing. And thinking of Lillard, the numbers over his career are incredible.
And Lillard found his strength as a shooter, and boy, did he exploit it. He's been averaging 20 points per game almost his entire career, and he's kept adding to his game as one of the elite players in our league. Yeah, the offense scuffling a bit to start this second half. Only 1 for the first 5. It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
You'd like to see a little more energy coming out of halftime on the defensive.
Nurkic. There's Nurkic putting it right back in. Nurkic has got the lead up to 7 now for Portland.
He makes so many hustle plays, and here he's working the offensive glass to the tip.
And got to push LeVert out of that area because he's very comfortable looking to score from there.
Lillard outside. Jacks up a three. He's off on that one. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. KD finds Dinwiddie. That's in, coming off the assist from KD. Durant's got 3 assists in the game. Here's Lillard. And they cash in right away with the quick shot. Lillard's got 5 points in the quarter.
You better play up on Lillard at all times, especially when the pass is coming his way. You got to know he's ready to shoot once he catches it.
Back to KD. And there's the big-time jam as he slams it right over Nurkic.
That's how you get your boys on the bench going crazy. What an incredible dunk by Durant, who never ceases to amaze.
Here's Lillard. He claims that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Lillard's got 18 points in the game. Nurkic with the steal. It's McCollum on the wing. That's to Ariza. Lillard against Dinwiddie. And it's sent back by Allen.
And how about, and with that great length and awareness, Allen continues to build his reputation as a shot blocker.
A lot of great talkers over the years, trash talkers on the floor in this league. Do you think they do it more to get themselves going, Greg, or do they do it with the purpose of getting under their opponent's skin?
Kevin, that's a great question, and believe it or not, you see both. I've seen guys who do it to get under your skin, but I've also seen guys that do it for their own benefit. That's how they derive their confidence. And so it's about you figuring out what works for you. I've seen some guys, they don't say smack. They don't say a word during the course of the game, but they will cut your heart out. So it's just about what fits your personality in terms of making you play your best.
Well, I'm glad you don't trash talk here on 2K, Greg. I'll tell you that right.
No, we don't do that.
It's almost strange to see a player with Durant's height have that much speed on the drive. It gets him to the rim with ease.
McCollum outside. Here's Lillard, and he banks in the layup. Lillard's got 12 now in this quarter.
Well, with the role he's on this quarter, they're going to keep going to him and get that lead even bigger.
The kick out to Irving. There's the feed to Allen. Back to Irving. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. So Portland ends up going with the new group. And a new group in for the Nets. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Jared Allen. Taurean Prince comes in for Kevin Durant. Joe Harris is checked in for Karis LeVert. And Luwawu subbed in for Kyrie Irving. Trent passes to Collins. Dishes to Whiteside. Here's Trent. Dinwiddie covering. Outside Hood. 6 on the shot clock. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
And that's what Jordan does best, an extremely lethal dunker.
Hood for 3, and another 3 for Portland.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
But it had to be. These days, you need to stretch the floor somewhat to make everything else work.
And a great show through fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Here's Dinwiddie on the court for the Nets, getting the fourth quarter going. On the perimeter, Harris and Prince. DeAndre Jordan is out there with Durant, and it's Dinwiddie in at the 1 spot. Jordan can't get it to go.
The D hanging tough and stopping what would normally have been easy play.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And how about then not settling? I mean, instead of being lazy with the shot selection, they go right to the rim.
And too much time in the lane, they get called for the 3-second violation.
And just a little too lax with that possession, and it cost them.
Yeah, you got to be locked in at all times. Their inconsistent play is a big reason why they're losing.
Over to the wing. Lillard outside. No good on the triple.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Durant, that one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet. Dinwiddie's got his 4th assist in this one. And stolen by Prince. In transition, here come the Nets. KD's got the ball. Harris passes to KD. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Nasir Little picks one up.
Well, the defender overreaches right there. Durant recognizes it and quickly baits him into the hack.
So for the Trailblazers, Anthony comes in for Little. And Trevor Ariza is subbed in for Hood.
Oh, this is a big fella who has no problems at the foul line. I mean, very smooth touch on the stroke.
And it's Ariza in the corner and stolen by Prince. Oh, and here we go with Durant. Nobody back. The shot misses. Here is Whiteside. Trailblazers moving the ball around. Shot from 16. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Trailblazers lead by 9.
Well, that's what happens when you don't box out Whiteside. He's an explosive athlete with good timing.
Back to Dinwiddie. Nice pass. Right under the rack perfectly for the layup.
Oh, you get it inside like this, you're going to get a high percentage shot almost every time.
Three-pointer, Lillard connects from three-point range. Lillard's got 26.
3 triples in the first half, 3 in the second. Boy, do they add up.
Durant dishes to Prince. And good that time.
Oh, great flow to that possession. 2 players totally in sync with each other.
Trailblazers leading by 8. Lillard outside. Lets the 3 fly. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
And that one, good.
Oh, that's a well-deserved assist. Not every player has the vision to make that feed.
Lillard, the pass to Whiteside, and he uses the glass on the layup. Whiteside's got the lead up to 11 now for the Trailblazers.
And that meant the Whiteside really coming into play. I mean, that's a good look for him.
And that's Prince, that time on the assist by Dinwiddie.
Oh, it's all about the assist on that play. He puts it in the perfect spot.
Anthony right side. Pass to Trent. Lillard against Prince. Shot from free throw range. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
And we're seeing the very best of Lillard tonight. I mean, he's a Swiss Army knife of an offensive player. I mean, he's got a tool for every job.
Dinwiddie drives in. And Whiteside sends it back. Anthony right side. Here's Lillard. And again, it's Portland converted.
Into the NBA, I knew he needed to develop his mid-range game. He did it. And it's opened things up.
Jordan inside. Whiteside's there. And it's Harris off the drive. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. He misses the free throw.
And this spot has always been Jordan's biggest drawback. He's never been able to make his free throws at even a modest rate, and teams are never afraid to put him on the line.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Karis LeVert's checked in for Taurean Prince, and Irving subbed in for Harris. Lillard up top, covered by Irving.
That's the only way to hold him in check. He's got it inside. You got to have a body on him right away.
And there's no doubt about this one. Playing with a lot of confidence tonight. It's a statement victory for the Trailblazers.
They enjoyed a big boost from the strong play of their bench.
The subs came in and did their job. Those points off the bench were key to their victory.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Damian Lillard.
Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do much to keep him from dropping it in.
An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Caleb Swanigan's checked in for Whiteside. Hezonja comes in for Trevor Ariza. Rodney Hood's checked in for McCollum. And it's Simons in for Damian Lillard. Johnson kicks to Crawford. He dishes it to Jordan. Crawford trying to free himself up, and the layup's good off the glass.
The assist is the key to that sequence. I mean, a great look to set him up.
Well, this one is winding down now. Portland can watch the clock run out. Simons, the pass to Nurkic. Here's the floater. Tries again. Can't get the layup. And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step in becoming a good team is